Hi everyone, my name is Carmen and today we are back with another review-ish video, I guess. Over the Christmas holidays, I actually bought the Mecca Max Beautiful Advent Calendar, which is a 12-day advent calendar with various Mecca Max beauty items, because after trying their off-duty cream contour and cream blush sticks, which I have a review and I'll pop it up in the cards here, I've been really interested in trying out the rest of their range. So I thought I'd get the advent calendar as a way to kind of sample a little bit of everything from their range. Now I know that usually with things like advent calendars and brands doing like little sample sizes of things, they don't necessarily translate to full-size products that they already have in their range. So when I put these on, I will try to find their full-size counterparts and I'll see if it's worth investing in a full-size version. Without further ado, let's dive into putting this full face of Mecca Max products on. And if you're here anyway, why not consider hitting that subscribe button and giving this video a like? It really helps out small YouTubers like myself. All right, let's dive right in. Oh, I'm so sweaty at the moment, oh my gosh. Okay, so the first thing that we have is this little Aluminizing Primer right here. Comes in a little tube and you can see that it's actually quite pearly. I don't know if you can see in the tube, but I will squeeze some out on my hand. So it comes out white and looks like oh gosh, let me try and blend that out. It's quite pearly. You can see how it's, you know, a bit reflective on my hand. Usually I stay away from illuminating primers because personally I'm more on the combo oily side, so I don't really want illuminating primers to give me that oily shiny look before my oils have come in. I just don't think it'll mix well, but we will see. Let's give this a go. All right, so I'm squeezing a little bit on my hand, about that much. Smells a bit funny. Smells like plastic. I don't know, it smells a bit weird. I can definitely see the pearl, like the shimmers on my face. It's not noticeable unless I really look. It's more like lavendery pearly kind of finish, and look, if I wasn't shiny before I started this video, I definitely look shiny now. Let's keep going. So there is no complexion product in the sample kit obviously, so I will be just whipping out my trusty Dior Backstage Face and Body foundation, which is this one here. I love this foundation, even though I think it's like a light medium or medium buildable. It just lasts so long on my skin. It looks beautiful, very natural, very lightweight. I also really love the scent as well. So I'm in the shade 1W, but I did get tanned recently, so hopefully this is still my shade. So this is what the foundation looks like with the primer on underneath. This foundation already, I believe, has a slight dewier finish, like a satin matte. So I feel like the Aluminizing Primer underneath definitely brought out the dewiness in this foundation. I don't mind it as such. Just gonna clip my hair back, gets it out of my face. So far I don't mind the dewiness as such because I am going to powder it down. So it's going to take away the dewiness, which is good. But yeah, it just says Aluminizing Primer, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be pore blurring or anything like that. It's not accentuating my pores, which is good. My skin looks kind of smooth, but there are just like edges where you can kind of see the glitters collecting, like around the edge of my lips at the moment, around the nose area. So let's just keep going and we'll see. I'm going to set my face with the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, which is absolutely my favorite setting powder by far. I don't think I've bought a setting powder since this one that I think is better. Lightly bake my under eyes and my forehead, my nose, and my chin, because you know, T-zones where I get the oiliest. I'm going to set the rest of my face with the same powder now. There wasn't a brow product in the advent calendar, so I am just going to use my brow pencil, which is the Goof Proof brow pencil. So what I normally do now is I'll move on to my eyes, and I'm going to use the Mecca Max Lifeproof Eye Primer. Doesn't come with a set. This is just something I already own and have been using on the daily. So whenever I prime my eyes, it's usually with this. I've had this for ages. This has lasted me so long. That's all done. So in terms of eyeshadow, the choices are eyeshadow and cream eyeshadow. I would have loved to use both of these together, but the cream eyeshadow is like a very pearly, and this one is, you know, a very bronzy brown color, and I just don't feel like these two go with each other. Like I can't really layer it on top, so I'm just going to do a brown based look. I might just put this on first and then blend it out at the edges and see if I can use this as like a one and done eyeshadow kind of look. I'm going to use this and pack this on my eyelid. Oh, this is, I don't know if you can see all that pigment. Oh dang. Okay, I'm going to swatch this on my hand just to see how that goes. Oh, that is a lot of pigment, and it looks, actually it looks beautiful. Wow, that's, I actually had a lot of shadow on my brush. Way too much shadow on my brush, but that looks gorgeous. I've heard good things about their single eyeshadows, which are only $8 by the way. Such a bargain. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about their $8 single eyeshadows, and I am absolutely convinced after just that one swatch. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bronzer and use it as a transition shade and then work in that beautiful bronzy shade. I'm going to take this fluffy brush. Oh gosh, there's a lot of pigment here too. Let's see how this works as a crease color. This is turning into a much heavier look than I anticipated. Well, there's just so much pigment in this bronzer that I'm just going like, oh dear, trying to blend it out. Oh my gosh, this is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is just me lightly patting the bronzy eyeshadow on, and it's, ooh, there is so much color there, and there's so much pigment. And it goes on really smoothly as well, so I'm thoroughly impressed. Because everything's so brown, I'm going to use black eyeliner to kind of bring this look together. So they did also have an eyeliner in here, like a black eyeliner, so I'm gonna line my waterline with this. Usually I don't, just because they don't last very long on my waterline and it just ends up making me look like a raccoon. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to sacrifice my makeup look for you. And I'm going to line at least my top waterline, maybe a little bit my bottom one. We'll see how I feel. So this formula is a bit on the drier side, and because it was sharpened to be so sharp, it actually hurt my waterline a little bit, or my lash line a little bit. Not my favorite formula in terms of pencil. I prefer them to be a bit more creamier and a bit more on the waxier side. That was not my fave. Okay, while the eyeliner dries and settles, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face. I'm gonna do the bronzer for my face now. Quite a bit of fallout with the bronzer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is definitely one of those a little goes a really, really long way bronzers because the right side of my face looks like I slid in mud. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm just like trying to really, really blend everything out because oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. It doesn't look too bad. On camera anyway. In person, not the best. But I feel like that was user's error. In terms of the color, I feel like this runs a little bit on the orangey side. So if you prefer like a cooler bronzer, this is probably not your vibe. I'm going to swatch the cream blush, but I don't know how it'll look with, you know, this kind of orangey color story. So I'm gonna swatch this on the back of my hand. It's actually a really, really nice color. Very like natural flush to the cheek. I won't use it today because I feel like I have too much powder on my cheek now that I've had to blend the bronzer so far in. But I did do that cream blush in the stick form, and I do have faith in this. I'm pretty sure it will be pretty good. But based on the swatch, it looks really, really nice, really, really natural. I just don't think it would go with this look. I think I'll leave the blush for today and it'll just be a very, very bronzy look. This is a highlighter, which I feel like, whoa, that's blinding. It's very, very yellow gold, and I feel it'll be too dark for me, but we'll see. Oh, I totally forgot that there was brow gel. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me try this brow gel. I feel like this has been such a chaotic review. They didn't give me any mascara in this kit either, so I'm just going to use my own mascara, which is the Hero and Make Volume and Curl Mascara in the super waterproof formula. It's my favorite, one of my favorite formulations of mascara. Really keeps the curl and separates the lashes. Oh, okay, so that's the face and eyes done. All that's left is lips, which I have a lip pencil, liquid lipstick, and a Plumping Lip Oil, which I'm gonna just take it as gloss. So I will be using all three of these. Let's put the lip pencil on first. This looks like, oh, this looks like a really nice nude color. I don't really use lip pencils, to be honest, although I feel like I should get into them more. So I'm not really overlining my lips, I'm just lining where my lips are, and then because my top lip is slightly uneven, I'm going to even it out. And now for liquid lipstick. Let's see what kind of color this is. Oh, a nice color. I used to love liquid lips when I was in like high school and uni because they just wouldn't budge. But now I much prefer lip tints. Okay, if I was doing my makeup normally, I probably wouldn't have paired this lip color with this eye look. Just because I feel like I would normally go with something a bit more either lighter or a bit more on the orangey side, but this is actually a really pretty color. I might wear it to dinner tonight. It's a very easy, everyday sort of color, and it's not too sticky, and I think it'll dry down matte. But yeah, I think it's a really, really nice color. Now I'm gonna use a bit of that I'm going to use a bit of that lip plumping oil. Instead of applying it directly onto my lips with the applicator and just making like the whole tube dirty, I'm going to put some on my hand like this and then use my fingers to apply it instead. I think this lip oil might be slightly tinted as well. Tinted that little bit of pink. Oh, it's strawberry scented. Reminds me of lip smackers. And there you go. I feel like it was definitely a good idea to have stayed in like comfy clothes because this review definitely got messy and got a little bit chaotic. Oh, it's starting to tingle. The lips are starting to tingle. This is my first time with limp. Why do I keep saying limp? This is my first time with lip plumping oil or lip plumping glosses in general. And I hear that they can get quite painful, but this one at the moment just kind of feels like minty, just kind of feels like menthol, like strawberry menthol. But what do you think? This would be a no for me, only because I generally do prefer pencils to be a bit softer, and this was quite hard and it didn't feel very pleasant on the eyes, so that's a no. The lip pencil was okay, also on the drier side, and I do prefer pencils to be on the creamier, waxier side for lip pencils as well. The color was not bad. I would probably keep this in my collection, but I don't know if I would grab for it as much. I have like another Estee Lauder lip pencil in the shade Rose that I prefer much more than this, and that one's a much softer, creamier formula. The brow gel looks okay. It's not crunchy. Some brow gels can be a bit crunchy. It's not making my brows shiny, which is good. Not a must-have for me. The highlighter, very pigmented, very highlightery. I feel like I put a bit too much there, but very highlightery. Definitely use a light hand with this, but I do really like the pigment. I think this would also make a really, really nice eyeshadow. If you're doing like a really glam look and you want something in the center of your eyelids to bring attention to that, I think this would definitely be a very good choice. Similarly with the eyeshadows, this has definitely been the highlight for me. I'm definitely going to run out and get some more colors in the single eyeshadows. They're only $8 and I feel like there's quite a variation of colors, so I'm definitely going to get more of this because wow, the pigment, it went on so smoothly. It wasn't gritty, like there was no, like I couldn't feel the shimmer or the glitter particles at all. It was just gorgeous, so I'm very excited to get more of these. And the bronzer, oh my gosh, please use a light hand for this. When I first put it on, it felt like I slid in mud. Luckily this was very blendable and it didn't stay in a patch in the middle of my face, so I was able to work it into this current state, which doesn't look, you know, like I fell headfirst in mud. Just be aware, very, very pigmented bronzer. This particular shade that came in the sample is on the orangier side, so if you're looking for a cool toned bronzer, I would probably check the other shades out, but again, unsure what this shade is, so I'm hoping they have a cooler variation, a cooler brown variation of this. The Plumping Lip Oil, which pleasantly surprised me with its strawberry scent and little tingly feeling. I quite like this. It looks like a nice gloss, and if it's a lip oil, then I could theoretically, without putting any lip products on, it will still be hydrating and giving me that like juicy lip look. So I might give this a couple more goes and see if I really enjoy it, and if I do, I might actually go and pick up like a full-size version. Maybe they have other colors of this. If they do, I would love to pick up like a red version or like a deeper pink. The liquid lip, this was also a pleasant surprise. I really like the lip color. With this look, I don't know, maybe not so much, but on its own, I think it's a really nice everyday color for myself, because I do like my version of neutrals to be a bit more brighter. I don't like the type of neutrals where it's more like this shade, because I feel like it washes my complexion out. If I were to gravitate towards liquid lipsticks again, this could easily be my everyday favorite or everyday color. If this comes in a lipstick, I would definitely get this from Mecca Max. It's a beautiful color, and it just, you know, it's very easy to put on, because I don't really want that strong liquid lip look. I don't really like that for myself anymore. I patted it out to kind of soften the edges a little bit, and I really liked how that affected. This is a go for me. Lastly, this is a product that I knew I probably wasn't going to like, and I didn't like. This is the Illuminating Primer, and it does have those like lavender shimmers in it for that illuminating effect, which is fine. Personally, for myself as a combo oily girl, I tend to steer clear of illuminating primers. Maybe when my skin gravitates to being a bit more dry, I will be a bit more fond of illuminating primers. But for now, It's not my thing. And when I look at my face closely, I can see the glitters collecting in different places, especially in my nose here. I can see there's just a lot of glitter around my mouth area as well, weirdly. Like it's making my foundation crack and it's a bit more obvious. But yeah, other than that, it's okay. Not my favorite. I wouldn't purchase this for myself. I think it's just a bit too glittery, too shimmery for my taste, and it just collects in the weirdest spots. So what I would recommend, these ones. The highlighter, the eyeshadow, and all the lip products. Oh, maybe not the lip pencil, actually. I would say the liquid lip products, the lip oil and the liquid lipstick. Well, thanks everyone for joining me for this slightly chaotic review. I don't know what was happening here, but look, we had fun doing it. I had fun doing it. My makeup came together. I'm just glad I don't look crazy. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Every little thing is super useful for little YouTubers like myself. And if you like this content, let me know what you think I should review next. Always happy to take ideas. And until next time, bye!